The dining room went still the second my father said it. "You can take the guest room," he added, eyes flicking to my mother. "Or you can move out." He said it like tea or coffee. We sat at the table I'd grown up doing homework at. The same place birthdays used to mean cake, not ultimatums. My mother didn't look at me. She kept slicing her chicken into neat pieces, as if the knife could cut this moment away. The guest room. The room for distant relatives, for friends passing through, for people who didn't belong. I was 24, back temporarily after a brutal year, laid off, burned out, trying to get my footing. They'd said it was fine. Stay until things settle. Apparently, things had settled, just not for me. "I don't understand," I said. "I've been in my room." My mother finally lifted her gaze tight and annoyed. "That room isn't yours anymore. Your sister needs it when she visits. And it's time you stopped acting like you're here permanently." I worked 2 jobs. I paid rent. I bought my groceries and cleaned up after myself. I stayed out of the way. None of it mattered. Dad cleared his throat. "You're not a kid anymore. Adults don't live with their parents." I swallowed a laugh that tasted like metal. I stared at the chipped plates and the familiar walls. The house that only felt safe when I fit the shape they wanted. "So, those are my options," I said. "Guest room or leave." My mother nodded once. "We're just being honest." Honest. The word hit hardest because honesty would have meant admitting they'd chosen long before dinner. Upstairs, I shut my door on the clink of plates and sat on the bed that used to be mine. The walls still showed squares where my photos had hung, but the air felt borrowed. All night, the house creaked inside, settling around me like it was edging me toward the stairs. By dawn, I decided I wasn't hauling my life into the guest room like luggage. That room was a label, temporary, tolerated, not quite family. I went down early, made coffee, wiped the counters, rituals. When my mother entered, she kept her eyes on the mug. "Have you thought about it?" "Yes." Her shoulders loosened. "Good. The guest room is ready. I'm moving out." She stopped. "What?" "I'll be gone within the week." "Don't be dramatic," she snapped. "We're offering you a room." "You're offering me less," I said. And the sentence landed between us. My father came in, mug in hand, listening while she translated my refusal into sensitivity and misunderstanding. When she ran out of words, he asked, "Where are you going?" "I don't fully know," I admitted, "but I'll figure it out." They exchanged that look, the one that said I'd crawl back. I packed anyway. Clothes into boxes, books into bags, cords, and toiletries into a tote. In my old room, my sister Tessa's trophies lined the shelf. No one suggested making space for me. On the 3rd night, I slept on the floor among taped cardboard, my mattress already surrendered. At sunrise, I loaded my car. Dad watched from the porch, arms crossed. Mom stayed inside. No hug, no goodbye, just my tires whispering over the driveway. At the first red light, I waited for guilt. Instead, I exhaled. Long, clean, unfamiliar. I moved into a studio across town. Bare walls, a cheap table, a mattress on the floor. The first night, I ate noodles from the pot and listened to the quiet. No footsteps, no knives against plates, no sense that I was trespassing. Weeks became months. My parents called the way strangers do. Weather, traffic, a question about work. Then the cracks showed. One evening, my mother rang, frustration sharp. "Did you take the insurance folder?" "No." Blue drawer, bottom shelf. A pause. Her not knowing her own house. "Oh," she said. After that, my father texted about the streaming login, then the Wi-Fi router, then a bill he couldn't make sense of. I answered politely, briefly, and it clicked. They didn't miss me. They missed what I fixed. On a Sunday, my mother tried a softer voice. "The house feels different." "Yeah," I said, rinsing my dishes. "It does. You could come for dinner. Use your old room." My old room, not my home. I'm busy, I told her. And it wasn't a lie. Life had filled in. A job that paid on time. Friends who noticed when my voice went thin. Mornings that started with breath instead of bracing. Tessa called next, laughing awkwardly. They say you've changed. I have, I said. Distance changes things. A random Tuesday. My father finally phoned. His voice sounded smaller. Your mom thinks we were too harsh. I waited for an apology that didn't arrive. So I said, I'm building a life where I don't ask permission to exist. I'm not giving it up. Silence, then his exhale. I hope you're happy. I am, I said, and meant it at